40 years is definitely a milestone. We're very proud of the program. It has surpassed a lot of, I think, ideas of what an urban forestry program could be and how it can affect communities. The number of Tree City USAs we have in the state, it surpasses many other states, and we feel that is a function of having those urban foresters out there in the communities, helping them meet those standards, those minimal standards for Tree City USA recognition.
That's one of these subtle, oh, trees are important. You notice them when they're not there anymore, not when they are there. Well, I know individuals I've talked to, when I've explained my background, had no idea of the whole urban forestry program in Ohio. It's just that awareness of, hey, this is paid for by the state. It's there. You just have to make use of it. It's a free resource for communities, and it's really valuable.
But it's a matter of using ODNR's policies and their standards, and then taking that back to our elected officials and our city leaders and convincing them that this is a different way of looking at cities, and we're doing a lot to try to make our city more sustainable. And this has been, it's been really rewarding to feel like the amateur tree hugger is starting to get through to the to the community, and we can start to see some of those effects in town.
I would say that they're my go-to, simply because Wendy and her peers simply will help you solve the problem. They don't have any game in whatever is going on. They will just simply give you their best advice as to what does or doesn't work in your locale. And it's really very helpful, because of course the other thing the three people you hear are the residents want a certain thing. I want a big tree fest. Always, it's not possible. But and then commercial places will certainly want to sell you what they have to sell. The ODNR has supplied that balanced input of something that actually works.
The impetus to get started with this tree canopy program began with our interest in the Tree Commission Academy, and of course we have members of the Park Board who have worked with tree sales in the past, but this year we've got a particular program to try to replace the trees which have been damaged due to the emerald ash borer, drought, wind, etc. It's great that we have that program, because I would not have known about it, and if I or Joe or the other members of our park board did not know about it, we wouldn't be able to give that information to our residents. So really the essence is that you have an excellent program with the Tree Commission Academy to get that information out. It's up to us, the graduates, to further disseminate that information to the residents of our community.
I don't think communities realize how excellent their Ohio Department of Natural Resources are, and how we are so provided excellent service through our urban foresters and other divisions of the ODNR. They are really there to promote our cause, to help us out in any fashion, and to keep up on what the latest science and research provides us, so that we can make better educated decisions. People think about trees and they think about the aesthetics of trees, or the fact that they may have to rake leaves. Tree Commission Academy and the whole purpose of our Tree Commission is far more reaching than that. It's taking care of what we now have, and also planning for the future, so that after we're gone, we're still going to have a sustainable urban forest.
Toledo has a great urban forestry. We had one of the first computerized inventories in the Midwest for any city. But I think the educational thing that those people bring, and Stephanie brings for the communities, is unmatchable. They bring these opportunities to bring in guest speakers and to bring in some education for us, so we can actually, learn the new things that are out there in the field and all of that. And they also bring together all the professionals that are in the field, so we can get together and we can talk about things and figure out what's going on and all of that. And it's been a great asset to have those people around. all these years.
One of the great things about our program is that direct assistance, being able to sit down with the community and work through a problem or a process and come up with solutions for their community, for their individual communities. That's one thing we found out through the 40 years of our program is every community in Ohio is different. They all attack problems differently. They all have different challenges. They're all under that umbrella of urban forestry, but being able to sit down with them and work through those issues together is a real gain for our communities.